welcome. You know, this time of year, we do a lot of promotion for people that are having events.
Bet.
We do a lot.
That's why we're here.
We're just the
We want
consummate
to tell
promoters.
you what's going on out there, and we want to help people to get their word out, which is promotion right there.
You know, I learn a lot just being sitting in this chair.
Do you?
Yeah.
From our guest.
From our guest.
I thought maybe you meant from me.
Well, a little bit.
Oh, only a little bit. Well, whatever. Thanks.
We have who's
Larry
here today?
Davis,
Larry Davis is here.
I'm sure everyone out there knows who Larry Davis is, or they've at least heard his name.
I'm sure,
in a good way. Now you're getting. That's
I'm sure everybody that works with him knows who he is.
You bet. And you're here to talk about the Home Builders Association.
I am. I'm here on behalf of the North Central Arkansas Home Builders Association. There's, I guess everybody in the industry knows OSHA, the name OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and how they can affect our job sites or that they do visit our job sites. There's all kinds of myths, rumors, and stories regarding OSHA. So,
do they come here?
We had them visit one of our job sites about a month ago, and it was a good experience. By the way,
what do they do when they come?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about at our meeting.
Okay.
They inspect things like your electrical cords, your ladders, your scaffolding, hard hats. Fall hazards for like roofers and people that are working up high, their safety equipment.
And it's just not for builders either. It goes into the consumer grade things too, don't they?
Right, and it can affect. Of course, they really they inspect every industry, but the construction industry is what I'm familiar with, and I know what they look for, and in fact, the topics that the speaker is going to touch on at this meeting are the top 10 OSHA citations. So that'll tell us what they look for, and they're going to address fall hazards specifically, equipment safety specifically, and online training resources. OSHA, as almost everybody does these days, has an extensive website and all kinds of information about what they do and what their goal is, and about how we can make ourselves more safe. And of course that's the purpose of this thing, and you get a free lunch out of it to boot.
And we just want to let people know this is open to the public. This portion of the meeting, right?
That's right. And it's but you do have to RSVP, and you'll RSVP to Amy Richardson, and her phone number is 743-6607.
Okay.
So if you do want a free lunch, you're going to have to make a phone call to 743-6607.
That's just to ensure that the number of meals that are going to be allotted out.
Because we could we'll have to get the meals ordered in advance so that everybody can eat and listen to the speaker and get out of there in a timely manner. So
when is that?
It's November the 16th. That's next Tuesday, I believe, at Homey Hearth at 11:30 a.m. And that's November the 16th at 11:30 a.m. at Homey Hearth. And if you're interested in how OSHA might affect your business, it'd probably be a good idea to be there.
You know, when you hear OSHA, most people tend to cringe, I think. Yeah. You know, it's just associated with it. But you want to know you want to make whatever you're doing more safe.
Right. And
your work environment.
And I'll plug the Home Builders Association. A lot of things in our industry are that way. Workers' comp is one of the most confusing, misunderstood insurance policies in the world. And in fact, that's the reason I joined the Home Builders Association years ago, was so that I could find out more about these very things that affect our industry, not only OSHA, but at workers' comp and now it's the licensing law and the other insurance requirements that we have.
What's a lot to keep up with?
Oh yeah. It's not just a matter of owning a hammer anymore.
Right.
It's the administrative part of it is just as important as knowing how to build things.
And I'm sure that when you go on to look at an initial job site, you have to consider all that stuff. That's
exactly right.
The rules and regulations and the things that are governed by OSHA.
And computers are as much a part of our world as they are everybody else. and for that very purpose, so that you can do the research and that sort of thing. But we would like we'd like to invite especially the remodelers, the home builders, anybody close to our industry to come out and get to know us.
And this is open to the public. Is it? I guess it's open to
Is there a limited amount of people that can?
We want. It's directed toward remodelers and builders and carpenters and anybody that might have a direct interest in OSHA and in joining our association.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, this is a recruitment effort.
Sure.
So you don't have to join us, but we sure would
like it if you
like to come out and
what
get
is
to
there
know
a fee
us.
to join the Home Builders Association?
Yes, and Amy will have that information. You can
Okay.
get an application from Amy and find out what an associate
Requirements
or a builder or what those fees are from her.
Okay.
Of course,
And
they
what the
vary
benefits of being a member,
exactly.
yearly member.
And of course, one of the big benefits is the Home Builders Association, the state association, is self-insured now, and we have
that's good.
We've got a self-insured program for both general liability and for workers' comp, which can compute into some big savings at the end of the year.
Now, is that offered to your workers and employees?
Yes,
It's
yes,
passed on.
Yeah, and it's a big benefit. We've been getting like I've gotten as much as a 40% discount on my workers' comp in the past.
Because
that's
it's
not
a good-
guaranteed, but I have gotten that much before.
Because it's a group organization.
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
And it's group managed.
Yeah, I wished our industry had. I mean, we do have that in our industry, but not the.
Well, it
we're
says a lot
involved with.
for our state association and for how strong we are, because it's not easy to manage one of those things and not cheap.
Yeah, good. Well, it sounds like a great organization that's looking after its own.
Well, that's our goal.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's the reason I joined the association about 1 million years ago was to learn from others. And I wasn't smart enough to figure things out on my own, so I've always had to kind of watch other people.
Yeah.
But
But it's always good to banter back and forth too.
It
I mean,
is.
you
It
know,
is.
that's helpful.
It's amazing what you'll learn and when you're not even trying.
And you've been in it for a long time, right?
It's back to what you said about sitting here in this chair. You know,
Yeah.
you learn from others.
Sure. And I do learn from Ann. You
Well,
wouldn't
that's
think
good.
it, but I
That's
do.
good.
Just a little bit. Well, Larry, thanks so much.
Thank
Again,
you.
the event is November 16th, right?
November the 16th.
Homey Hearth?
At Homey Hearth at 11:30 a.m.
But you must
And
RSVP to get your lunch.
To get the meal. You'll
Yeah.
have to RSVP.
And this is directly direct invitation to those people that are in the building or associated related
Right.
fields.
That's what we're looking for, is people in our industry that want to learn how OSHA affects the building industry.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds
Good.
great.
Thanks, Larry.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Good luck with that. All right.
Thank you.
Up next, we're going to sit here and close the show out and
I think
talk
we're going
about
to do
different
our monologue at the end or something.
yeah.
Right.
We will. Stay with us.